Yo, yo, yo. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Let's do this. Yes, big news, big news. Let's see. Whoa, this is crazy. Let's see some of this. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, whoa. What is that? Top fans? I've never seen this before. This is new stuff. Yeah, welcome in. So a lot of things to talk about: ecom, AI, market, life, being back with streaming. Cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this. This is pretty crazy. So Logan Paul, he invested apparently in this thing called Whatnot, which I've actually never seen. I don't know. I've never actually even seen this before, which is crazy. And it's valued at $11.5 billion. And he invested at 90 million. So that's like 100x. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Hey, man. Okay, best UGC avatar software. Probably Higgsfield right now, but soon to be Adscape. But yeah, right now Higgsfield is probably the best one in my opinion. It's the one I definitely use the most. Higgsfield is really good. So yeah, we'll talk about AI stuff. We'll talk about investing. We'll talk about all sorts of stuff in today's stream. It's probably not going to be that long because I'm busy and also I haven't been doing this, so I'm kind of rusty, but we'll wait for people to get in, and then I kind of want to cover some different things. But yeah, so Logan Paul, $90 million valuation is when he invested, and now it's at $11.5 billion. This company Whatnot, which is apparently a live shopping marketplace. I've actually never seen this before. So if you become a seller, let's see what they ask. So make more selling what you love. Again, this is brand new to me. Never seen this before. So let's see. What is Whatnot? Whatnot is a shopping experience like no other where anyone can sell what they love. Your audience awaits and you belong here. Discover why sellers are choosing Whatnot. You make more. You reach a broad audience. So yeah, it's just a live stream platform for selling things. So let's see, 8% commissions on the sold price of an item when it sells and a processing fee. Wow, okay, so Whatnot makes a lot of money. How do I use it though? So I guess it's a phone only, a mobile only. I guess, I'm not sure. But yeah, huge moves right there. That's really cool. What else? Oh yeah, I've seen this before too. There's definitely a lot of pushback against PE-owned service companies, largely because a lot of usually these home service businesses are kind of started by like mom and pops. You just your regular person. So the idea of having like a private equity company, just having like buying out all these companies and making them soulless is kind of concerning for a lot of people. Hey, Adam. And hey, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. We're just streaming, trying to get back into the groove of streaming. And, I see Martin Shkreli streaming right now. So, he kind of inspired me, and I'm trying to stream more. I've been wanting to stream more for a while. I want to look at this actually with you guys. I want to look at this Neo robot launch and make it into a video for tomorrow. So that's kind of my goal right now, is to start streaming, make like live content, and then start clipping it into long form videos and short form videos. So yeah, it'll be fun because then we can kind of make content together in a way. I think that will be pretty fun, in my opinion. But you guys feel free to, chat with me. There's a chat feature on YouTube. I will be streaming on YouTube. I do have a Twitch account too, but I think YouTube is better for this because I already have a YouTube channel. So might as well just stick to YouTube, keep it all on one channel. But yeah, I want to watch this. I want to see what it's all about. And we'll go from there. The 20K robot. Introducing Neo Gamma. So yeah, this is the the latest humanoid robot that actually launched. So these guys actually launched their store. It's an AI robot store. Pretty crazy. So, you know, you can buy it. As you see, it's just this like small robot called Neo. And it apparently can do your dishes and things like that. And when you click order, it just takes you to this very simple product page. It's actually pretty interesting in my opinion. It's a new style of product pitch that I've never really seen before. You never really see this kind of stuff. But basically, it's collapsible tabs, but that pop out. So you can pop it out and kind of look at the utility of the product. So it puts dishes away, tidies the entire house. Not sure how effective this will actually be. That's kind of the $1 million question. There's a lot of hype for a lot of these humanoid robots, but we have never really seen a consumer robot yet, so it'll be very interesting. And then you got early access, which is $20,000, or a monthly subscription, which is $500 a month. So for $500 a month, you can get this thing in your house and it can start doing your dishes. So yeah, you got the FAQ here, which is also a pop-out tab. You don't see that a lot. So let's see what happens when we click early access. So you got to put your shipping stuff here. So I guess same with the standard. You just put your standard shipping address, and then it's a $200 fully refundable deposit. Very interesting. I'm definitely curious to see if there's a lot of traffic being driven here. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, 170,000 monthly visitors, and that was, you know, a few months ago. So I'm sure by now it's doing even better, much better. I wonder if there's a way to make the chat here look better. But yeah, pretty cool. There's definitely a lot of pushback on that as well. A lot of controversy when it comes to this Neo thing. Let me see. I think I bookmarked a post on it, and I might make a bigger video on this because there's just like a lot of really interesting AI hardware products launching right now in ecom. But yeah, this is kind of the launch video that they did. 9:53. Let me see if it's the same one as on. Yeah, so it's the same video. They posted it on YouTube and on X. And on X, it has 36 million views, which is crazy actually to see just how much more reach you can get on X with the same exact video. That's pretty cool. How accurate is this tracker? I mean, it's just a traffic tracker. It's the same as SimilarWeb, so it's not entirely accurate. There's, you know, a bit of inaccuracy here and there. It really depends on the site. But in general, it's just a baseline, you know. It's just a baseline that you can use to see whether or not a store is actually doing well, or at the very least, if a store is getting traffic, right? That's kind of the important thing. If it's driving a significant amount of traffic or growing, those are kind of the things that I like to look for when I do research is this store growing, or is this company growing in traffic? And that usually tells you a lot. But yeah, that's pretty insane. 36 million views. I'm thinking of watching this here on stream.
My name is Bernd, and today we're launching Neo. My name is Bernd.
Interesting. That guy looks a little bit odd. Let's see if this is the same video. Yeah, it is. It's the same exact video. So yeah, we'll watch this in just a second here. Can you explain how you reach out to entrepreneurs and investors? I don't really, to be honest. I just, you know, I'll DM them if I want to talk to someone specifically. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm not sure like what you're looking for, but yeah, man, just like DM people, email them. Those things are how you reach out to people in general. Whether it's entrepreneurs or investors, just reach out. You could even write a letter if you want, if you know their address. But I don't generally reach out to many people at all. Very rare. It's very rare for me to reach out to someone. I mean, right now, there's not really, like, I'm not really reaching out to anybody. I'm just making content, and then people reach out to me. So that's kind of the cool things about making content is that it's, people see it everywhere. So it's pretty nice. Like, you make the content once and people see it countless times while you do whatever you want. What niche do you recommend your students? Well, I mean, I always say this, but I don't really recommend a particular niche. I think in general, you should just go on a product by product basis with whatever you're launching. But also, generally speaking, I think just like if you want to go for a specific niche, I would say just go for the biggest ones, right? Like electronics, fashion, food. Well, okay, food and beverages I would probably avoid. But yeah, DIY and hardware items. Furniture is pretty good too if you can sell small ones. Beauty and personal care. These are all good niches, So it's really just about what you want to do. It's 100% a personal choice, and also not just a personal choice, but it's also like what product you find. So I personally, and again, this is all opinion based, but we've been finding a lot of success this month with a variety of product tests in a variety of niches. And generally how we found those products, it's been just through just like I see that a specific product. I don't really care about the niche. I just care about the product, if that makes sense. Hello, Ari. How are you doing? I was having really good sales the last few weeks, but now they have slowed down a lot. Any tips? Yeah, I would say test new ads, test better offers. But in general, it could just be, seasonality, or it could just be like a random bad day or a random few days that are bad. There's just like so many different variables at play. I don't know how you're driving traffic, for example. Like, how are you driving traffic? Are you, making organic videos and maybe this week you just didn't have something pop off, so maybe it's slower because of that, right? There's just like a lot of variables. So I would say, like just hold on. Let me fix this camera a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit better. But yeah, there's like a lot of reasons why your product could be dying or just slower. But you can never go wrong with like just analyzing your best performing ads or content and making more videos based on that. I think that's always a good idea. Yeah, I'm actually shocked by this Whatnot company. Let's see, Whatnot. Oh wait, this is interesting. Whatnot affiliates. What's this? Want to get paid to share the app you already love? Whether you're a content creator, run an online business, or have a website, blog, or newsletter, you can join Whatnot affiliates. Whatnot founding date. Let's see. 2019. So in 6 years, they went from 0 to $11.5 billion valuation. That's pretty incredible. Hello. Hey guys. Welcome in. Hello, glitches. Yep. Hello, guys. Get used to this. Start getting used to the chat. There's little badges. I don't know what they're for, actually. I don't really know how any of this stuff works yet, but there's badges that we can, so like if you chat a lot, you get ranked in my chat. I actually have no idea how it works, but I'll try to figure it out because I'm going to start streaming more. We have a big plan, guys. We have a big plan to start clipping content. And one of the best ways to get clippable content is to stream. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. Nice. So I see you guys chatting it up now. Great. So we got a lot of questions. Let's see. What do you think about Creators Corner or other UGC TikTok agencies? It's kind of a broad question, but what do I think about Creator Corner? I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's a really cool business, really cool group. They seem to be really, I mean, I'm not in it, but I have worked with them in the past on other brands. I've partnered with some of the founders on certain brands, and they're doing great work. Super cool stuff. Creators are only growing, like being a TikTok shop affiliate creator is only becoming bigger and bigger. So I think they're in a good position. I think it's pretty cool. Other UGC TikTok agencies, I only know a few other ones like Media Labs and what was it called? Oh man, I'm blanking out on it. Social Army. Those are the only ones that I know of actually right now. So let's see. Hold on, guys. I need to do some. I'll be doing a little bit of work while we answer some stuff because, I got people messaging me here and there. And it's kind of fun, actually. I'm going to do this way more often. So like I said, get used to this. Make sure you start typing in the chat. Get your username how you like it because you're going to be seeing your username in my videos. And some of you may have badges. I don't know. I'm going to work on that. I'll work on setting that up. But for now, yeah, I don't know how it works. But let me see. There's no better feeling than just getting Shopify sales where you're just doing random stuff. Or even Stripe notifications. Like, it doesn't have to be Shopify. I'm definitely going to be talking more and more about other things too, not just Shopify, because there's just so many ways to make money online. Like I just like talking about in general, like side hustles, e-commerce, AI, markets, tech, crypto, even science, even spirituality. Like I'm down to talk about everything. I'm quite a curious person in general. Most of you guys only know me as like this Shopify guy, but I'm more than just that. Okay, so let's see. You should go live more often. I will. Yeah, that's the plan. What do you think about the new Andromeda update? So that's a good question. I mean, the Andromeda update, funny enough, is actually not a new update. So let me show you Andromeda update release date. So the Andromeda update actually released months ago. So let's see. Saw it phased and officially reached its global completion. So it reached its completion in October. So yeah, this month. But it was released in May. Oh, wait, no, this is something totally different. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it was released around June. So personally, I'm not seeing any sort of negative effects from it like everyone else is talking about. In fact, I'm seeing pretty good results across the board on my stores. And I think it's largely because I was already running the same type of structure that Meta suggests, which is, consolidated campaigns. So maybe one or two campaigns, few ad sets on at a time if you can, to consolidate the learning to one specific ad set. So I was already doing that before. I've been doing that for like over a year. So for me, it hasn't really been a huge issue at all. Yeah, that's kind of my take on the Andromeda update. Nothing really too major, in my opinion. Maybe some people are overhyping it to, I don't know, maybe they have been more affected, to be honest. So I don't want to just, play down their struggles. But at the same time, I think it's kind of overblown and mainly just like marketing food for marketers that sell products, like digital products and things like that, or agency services. Yeah, that's my take on that. Let's see. I was using Facebook ads to drive traffic. Nice. Facebook ads to drive traffic is one of my favorite ways to drive traffic because you don't need, you don't need to be making content online like organically. You don't need a personal brand. You don't need even an Instagram page to run Facebook ads. So it's a great way to drive traffic. Hello, I wondered what is the best method for a complete beginner to ship a product to the customer 3PLs? Don't accept shops with no orders yet, right? Yeah, that's right. But there is a method actually. If you go to shopylab.ai, make a free account, go to Shopee Lab sourcing, and then click Team Drop. It'll take you to Team Drop. I'm not going to show you right now because it's going to make me log in, but Team Drop is free actually to use, 100% free. So, follow this process and you can get it for free, and you can source any product on there. Just reach out on WhatsApp. And yeah, you can, as a beginner, you can basically have a sourcing agent for any product you want. So definitely use that. That's what I've been suggesting to all the Shopee Lab members and everybody in our community. It's a good one. Let's see. Why is this live stream recommended as organic on the top of my YouTube page? Are you a guru? Oh, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of cool, actually. I honestly, let me see. Guru definition. Let's see. In Hinduism and Buddhism, it's a spiritual teacher, especially one who imparts initiation. Maybe. No, I don't think I would. I mean, I guess if you consider me an expert or like an authority, not really though. I'm just a creator, to be honest with you. I'm a creator founder. That's what I am. Like I build businesses and I make content, and that's kind of it. But yeah, that's pretty cool that this live stream was recommended to you. I mean, that gives me a lot of motivation to keep streaming, because I want to stream more, but I worry sometimes that like discoverability is bad on YouTube. But I guess this tells me it's not, because you saw this and now you're here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, guru is kind of a meme. You're definitely right about that. And I guess in some ways I am a guru. I give advice online to people that listen, but I also just share a lot of data. That's kind of something I try to do. I just post a lot of research and numbers and data that I find interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Love from Bangladesh. Shout out to everybody in Bangladesh. That's pretty cool. We're reaching people worldwide. I'd love to travel to Bangladesh someday. How would you go at ecom if you only have $200 in your bank account and you're 17? Ooh, I mean, that's tough, man. That's tough. I would say if you're 17 and you want to get into ecom with $200 in your bank account, I mean, first of all, yeah, go start a Shopee Lab free account, go to Shopee Lab sourcing, and then go to Team Drop, because this is all free. All free. And then once you're there, you can source products. And then Shopify has this link where you can do $1 a month for 3 months. So what you're going to do if you only have $200 is if you don't make sales by the end of these 3 months, you're just going to start a new store, because you cannot afford the normal Shopify subscription. But the good news is, so far, yeah, you're only going to need $1. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to go to TikTok, right? And you're going to make an account for a product and just start making content for it. That's all you got to do. Like, you really just got to post a ton of organic content. And when you post it on TikTok, like let's say you make a viral video, you're going to also post it to Instagram and YouTube Shorts. That's really the only thing you can do if you only have $200. But what I would suggest too is we're actually making an affiliate program for Shopee Lab as well. So, if you want, you could just clip my content, right, where I talk about Shopee Lab and I use the tools, and you can post that on your social media and make recurring commissions on any user that you bring in. I think it's going to be a huge way for people to make money online. If you have no money, and even if you have money, because Shopee Lab is such a cool passion project that we have. I mean, we spend a lot of time and effort on this, making it super beautiful and nice. But yeah, that's how you're going to start. If you only have $200 to your name and you're 17, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to run ads. So you're going to need to make organic content. But there's also slideshows. Slideshows go super viral on TikTok. So definitely look into slideshows. So the strat is a few ad sets with lots of different ads. Yeah, exactly. Just like, maybe like launch with one campaign, one ad set, and all your ads in there, whether it's like 5 to 15 ads, still all ads in one ad set. That's the tech for Andromeda. How many creatives do you recommend to have in one ad set? I would say it depends on your budget, right? Like if you have a $50 a day budget, I would say maybe like no more than 10 creatives. If you have $100 budget a day, then maybe 15 to 20 creatives is fine, but you can launch with less. It just depends on your budget, but generally I would say 5 to 15 creatives is solid. Which is the best UGC platform? I use Join Brands, so this is what we recommend to all our members in Shopee Lab as well. We have an exclusive deal with them, but in general, they're just really good. So I would suggest using them. They're really good. Basically, how it works is you can find UGC creators that also have like a following, not necessarily, but they'll post the video and you get the UGC content, right? So you get the UGC content, but then you also get to get organic traffic, right, from these creators. It's pretty cool. Otherwise, I just use Fiverr too. Fiverr is pretty good for UGC creators, and then X is good as well. You can find a lot of creators on X, but on X they're going to be pretty pricey because they know how it works. Let's see. If you run fashion and jewelry, what is the main difference in ads compared to a problem-solving product like a testosterone booster from Marsman? That's a good question. The main difference is going to be, it's probably going to be a lot more on the offer itself. Because, for a testosterone booster, right, there's like a lot of benefits. So people may just identify very well with like the pain point that it solves. But for jewelry, it's different, right? Like it may be more based on like the deal that you have. Maybe it's like if you buy, let's see, jewelry. Let's see what some people are running, So crafted by hand, carried by soul, closing sale. So this is it's kind of what I just mentioned. This is actually what a lot of people do. It does work quite well. Maybe it's unethical. It's kind of up to you, right? Like it's your own personal moral compass, but I know a lot of people that run closing sales and do really well. So this is one of those things. I think with jewelry and fashion, it's just more about like your offer, like what your offer, and also it being on trend too is a big deal. With fashion, that matters a lot more. But you can see sometimes though it's like really simple, like this ad. With a heart full of memories, I'm saying goodbye. My little boutique is closing. So yeah, this is like an emotional, like copy. You can definitely tell this is made with AI. But these guys are for sure driving some traffic, right? They're just saying, I'm retiring up to 80% off. That is so ridiculous, but I'm sure it's working. We can actually measure their traffic and see, how well it's working. What up, guys? Yeah, wow, they're driving over 100,000 monthly visitors. Like, that's pretty impressive. All US and just running these closing sales. That's crazy. Can you post more trending products? Yeah, I can. I can definitely do that. Not a problem at all. There's literally infinite products out there, and that's what I love about e-commerce is that there's just people are buying things all the time. Commerce is like one of the most sustainable ways for people to build wealth since the beginning of civilization. It's actually crazy if you think about it, right? Like marketplaces have been a thing for thousands of years, and now you can build your own stall in the marketplace, which is the internet. And there's virtually infinite products to choose from. And every year there's new ones that come out and new buying patterns from people and also new consumers. It's just crazy. Got it. Thanks. So one ad set, 5 to 15 ads, ABO or CBO? Do CBO. What about the new change on the meta ads algorithm? Yeah, like I mentioned before, the Andromeda update is not really a huge deal. I think a lot of people are just making it bigger than it needs to be. In my opinion, nothing has changed. And that's not just my opinion. Like, that's also my stores. We were getting great results with Meta, and we were already running Andromeda-esque structures in our campaigns. So basically very consolidated, one campaign, one main ad set. So not a lot has changed, at least for me. What's up? What's up? You're thinking on AI UGC and what AI to use. So AI UGC is good. I would say VO3 is probably the best right now. Higgsfield is the platform that we use the most, but we are coming out with our own platform called Adscape, and it's going to be amazing. So make sure you sign up for the wait list on that. But right now I am using Higgsfield because on Higgsfield, you can actually use all the models. You can use Sora, VO3, Kling, and this is the same thing that you're going to be able to do on Adscape. But for now, I'm using Higgsfield, and it's really good. I would say in general, though, like what I'm using Higgsfield for the most is actually not videos. It's actually images. So making images with Nano Banana is really good. Images actually perform extremely well on Meta, believe it or not, and especially with long ad copy. So like images like this, you can make images like this super easily with Higgsfield, actually. And then, of course, you can download it, take it to Canva, and add some little bits of text here and there. But that's what I do primarily with AI. UGC is just, oh, this is nice. This is pretty well done. This is pretty cool. I like this a lot. I haven't seen this store before, but actually maybe I have seen it before, but I don't remember. They're doing very well. So they have these like calming jewelry products. As you see, they're using AI for the red dot winner. That's interesting. Really nice landing page. This almost makes me feel like I'm looking at a tech product. Nice reviews. Pretty good price point, $34.95. Good offer, so buy one, get one. Very strong bundle and save. Single ring. I like these gradients that they have on this bestseller badge. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, yeah, they're running a lot of ads. And we can see the AI analysis for this. Security, urgency, nurturance, empowerment. So who is this targeting? People seeking wellness. Yeah. Let's go back. Okay. Yeah, it's so easy to find like stores that are winning. It's kind of crazy. And what always surprises me is that sometimes it's like it's the things you least expect to be doing very well. And that's why personally, I'm just a big believer in like testing your ideas. Just launch your shit, man. Test and get your own data, right? Like gather your own insights and then share them with the community here. Let's see. Best practices for launching branded dropshipping supplement stores. I mean, honestly, same as any other store, except maybe like, yeah, same as any other store, to be honest with you. Just test good ads, good offers, and of course, once you validate a product, make sure that the product is really good. Personally, though, you know, this may be, I mean, for supplements, you got to be extra careful, but I just really think you got to test your idea quickly because you could spend a ton of time on an idea that nobody cares about. So I just prefer launching and then kind of figuring out how to perfect the product after that. But that's just my philosophy, you know. Been a while, Mr. Ari. Yep, it has been. Welcome back, man. Get used to seeing my face again because I'll be streaming a lot. I want to be streaming all the time and getting clips for you guys to clip for the ShoppyLab software affiliate program. It's going to be dope. Where can I reach out to you to talk about a collab? You can reach out to me on Instagram. Instagram is a good place for you to reach out to me. Generally speaking, it's the best platform. I check all my DMs. But yeah, it depends on what it's for. When starting different product categories, should one set up an LLC? Yeah, just have one LLC for everything, at least at first. That's the best way. Just keep it clean, keep it simple. When testing new ads, do you add them to the main ad set and simply turn off the ads that have spent a lot without generating sales? Add them to a new ad set when you test ads, just to, validate that they're actually good, and then you can transfer them to the main ad set later. But yeah, you can turn off ad sets that are not, ads that are not doing very good. Have watched your video since 2021 when everyone and their dad wanted to open a 100K a month Shopify store. Hey, it's still the same. Everybody wants to open. Actually, there's a lot of other people are like wanting to build like SMMAs again because of like people like bread scales. Now there's people trading meme coins. There's all kinds of side hustles out there now, but I'm still true to my roots. I think Shopify is one of the best side hustle platforms. And business platforms in general. I think Shopify is goated. But yeah, that's pretty cool. How old is my kid now? She's 21 months or 20 months. She's 20 months. So yeah, man, it's crazy. She's getting older. It's wild to see. Are you still in Minnesota? Yes, for now I am in Minnesota. I'll be traveling to Florida a lot more and eventually probably looking for a place there. For brand owners who want to set up an AI agent on their Shopify store, Replit might be the God-gifted option available. Are you utilizing AI, Ari? Yeah, Replit is pretty cool. I kind of wish I would have invested in Replit. Replit is awesome. But yeah, I am utilizing AI, primarily Smart Reply, and this is actually... I have sold this already at my agency. We sold an AI agent setup for social media customer service for $1,500, and we just used Smart Reply for the setup. So that's definitely something you guys can do. I definitely recommend that. I think it's a great side hustle. If I was able to sell that for $1,500 and the setup literally took 2 minutes, then you guys should be able to do the same thing. Let's see. It's for my Shopify app. It's something interesting to you, so I will reach out. Sure, yeah, reach out. I'm always willing to listen to people, especially when it comes to Shopify apps. I'm actually investing in a Shopify app right now. I just finalized the negotiations, and I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it. So I'm always open to new ideas. You should do a start to finish dropshipping course with the tools you would use and how to make ads and make the capital like 500 posts the day outcomes. Funny enough, I actually did do that. I just didn't do it on YouTube because I've done that before on YouTube, and people have copied the store and like try to sabotage it. But I have a course inside Shopee Lab where I did create a store step by step, and it is running right now, and it actually hit its first $2,000 day a few days ago, and I built the whole thing from scratch, even down to like coming up with the name. So yeah, I want to do more challenges and things like that. Like I think it would be really fun to do like a live stream building a store. I mean, I could build a store right now. It's gonna be really fun, guys. I really want to create a more like a bigger streaming culture in our community. I want to start streaming a lot more because just like how you guys are asking me things right now, it's such a powerful way to make content because I'm like, we're making the content together, so that's pretty cool. How many Shopify stores do you have? More than a handful. And I'm always trying to invest in more and build more too, especially with the resources. Like I'm following the same exact process. I'm in the trenches with you guys. Like I'm using Team Drop. I'm sourcing products. I'm constantly sending new products to the Team Drop team to source. And it's pretty cool. It's fun. Are you still running the marketing agency? I do have a marketing agency. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm running it necessarily because the team is self-reliant. So it kind of runs itself. But yes, we do still have the agency. Let's see. Let's see. Nothing beats digital products. That's true. I mean, digital products are convenient, but at the same time, I think physical products have an inherent quality that digital products don't, which is that like it's a physical good, you know? And right now AI is kind of eating digital products, man. It's eating up all software and digital products. Not actually, but I think it's just harder actually to justify the value of a product when it's digital. But when it's physical, it's just like more, it's just literally more tangible. So that's why I'm particularly excited about e-commerce for this foreseeable future, especially in the age of AI, because I think physical products have like an inherent value to them. Or if you want to invest now, do it on Creative OS. I would if I had enough money. Creative OS just booming. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Build stop scrolling, scroll stopping creatives that convert. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Creative OS. I have heard of these guys. I think I've tried it before, but I don't remember exactly. Okay. So yeah, I mean, they're doing quite well. Getting traffic from all over. Even Ghana. That's pretty cool. If you have to start an e-commerce, what would be your approach? I mean, my approach would be pretty simple. I would first and foremost, and my approach is great because my approach is extremely lean. I think you should not spend a lot of money at all on tools or apps. My approach is almost entirely free. It's only going to cost you money to spend on ads, but we're not going to spend money on any expensive apps or anything. My approach would be first and foremost, I would create a TikTok account and I would call it my TikTok research account. And on your TikTok research account, you're just going to scroll products. So you're going to scroll TikTok and look for viral product videos. And then once you find one that you resonate with, that you think has a lot of value, that people would get a lot of value from, then I would screenshot that product, and then I would go to shopulab.ai, make a free account, go to Shopulab sourcing, and then click on Team Drop. And then on Team Drop, I would create a free account and then message them on WhatsApp and send them that screenshot of that product so they can source it for you. And they will source it for you. And then once you do that, then make your Shopify store. It's $1 a month, literally $1 a month. Use a good template, right? So like honestly, most Shopify stores use the same style of template, reviews, a few different bullet point benefits, strong offer, they have a strong offer. And then, some sort of description. I don't really like this one in my opinion personally, but they're doing well, so can't really argue with the results. But yeah, like product benefits, some sort of social proof. And then I would make some creatives for the product with AI. I would use something like Higgsfield to create AI images using Nano Banana, for example. And I would use something like Claude or ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini, any of the AI chat bots, and have it make me long ad copy for the product, and then have like a scroll stopping image that goes with it. And then I would just test that product. So that's pretty much my approach. I don't focus so much on specific niches or anything. For me, it's more so about just like a product that I find valuable, that I could see myself using or that I know people would like to use. But really, the reality is that you can sell pretty much anything online these days. Like, you do not have to sell products that solve a problem. You don't have to sell products that you like. You can sell anything. So I would just kind of trust the data a little bit and sell products that are somewhat trending. I think it's a good idea. How much budget do I need? Oh, thanks for the donation. I didn't know you could donate. But thank you. How much budget do I need per idea, brand experiment? That's a really good question. I would say it's dependent on the approach that you want to follow. But my lean approach that I'm talking about here, we're not spending more than $150 or $200 on a product test. The main reason being because I've just had the experience of products that work with that amount of money. So I don't see the need in pushing it further than that. Like if it's not going to work within that budget, it's probably going to be difficult to make it work. And honestly, I don't want products that are difficult to make it work. I want products that are easy, that work easily, because then when you do put time into it, it's just going to be so much smoother to scale. I've actually had the opposite too, where, I've had products that like are just really hard to make it work. And I tried to tell myself like, oh, well, if I just get through these, if I make it work, then it's going to be a moat because no one else will be able to make it work. But that was just cope. That was like a coping mechanism, to be honest. I should have cut it sooner. That's how I view it now. But again, there's millions of ways to launch a business. You could order stock on Alibaba. You can go on Axio. Axio has been pretty cool, actually. I've been exploring it a lot more lately. I can connect you with suppliers. So I can say, for example, connect me with smart bracelet suppliers. We can continue with Alibaba. Oh man, it's not letting me sign in. I will search for smart bracelet suppliers. So yeah, this thing's going to be working for me in the background. Yeah, and as you see, we found a lot. Let's see. And some of these are like literally one MOQ, like one minimum order quantity. This one's so cool. Like this one looks like a good one, actually. Smart band for sports, $10 for one. So you could start like, Whoop is a good example. I mean, they have like a really good one. And actually, I'm not sure that you could sell this. It might be infringing on their trademark. I'm not sure. But I'm just throwing ideas out there. And yeah, they're valued at 3.6 billion. So pretty insane. So many ways to launch a business these days. It's kind of overwhelming, but at the same time, it's pretty exciting because that means if you have any amount of ambition and any amount of agency is a good word to describe it, like you can kind of push yourself to take action. You could literally put this product. I might even show you this. It's kind of crazy what you can do these days. Actually, sorry, I can't show you on Higgsfield right now because somebody's using the account, one of our team members. But I'll show you, I guess, a little bit. Like you can make crazy stuff. You can just make just amazing images. And yeah, so I could just take this image, make some ads with it, put it on a model for my website, and just run it as an ad. I'd probably look at other ads, like let's see, smart band, and let's see what we can find. There might be winning ads already for this that I can just replicate. Yeah, just something like I could literally just put this image into Higgsfield, and then also drop this image in there and just tell it like, hey, make me an ad for this that's just like this one. So pretty amazing. And that's why I'm actually so comfortable with like just sharing all this with you guys, because ideally you will all start businesses like this that I don't have time to start, and we can partner in the future. I have this idea in my head of building this sort of like decentralized model where I partner with people that are self-managed, right, that can manage themselves, so that I can provide infrastructure knowledge and funding, but I don't have to provide time and management. People can self-manage. So then, I can kind of just, build and like have people that are building all these cool ideas and they're partners with us. But yeah, one step at a time. I don't want to overwhelm myself and have too many people to manage. I don't like managing people. It's not fun for me. Some people are gifted at it. I'm certainly not. Are you going to post this live? Because I lost my network. Yeah, so all these lives, guys, they're gonna be posted on my channel. So if you just go to my channel, if you go to my channel, you will see. Okay, hold on. You will see here on the live tab. You'll see. Oh, what the heck? I don't know what this is about, but you'll see all the live streams that I've done. It's funny because all year, actually for like over a year, maybe even 2 years, I've been saying that I want to stream more consistently, but business just gets in the way, like I do a lot of business. So sometimes it can be very, like, business can be distracting, which I know sounds silly because business is obviously what I talk about a lot, but I also do really love engaging with you guys and making content. It's like actually fun and fulfilling. So I this time I'm putting my foot down. I'm genuinely gonna stream a lot more, just like this. I'm gonna do this a lot more. And now my incentive, what's pushing me to do it more, is that I want to recruit clippers. I want to farm clips and have people post videos, like short form videos of clips from our stream, and just promote the stream, but then also promote Shopee Lab. Let's see. What profit margins do I need to scale? I mean, I would say you need a minimum of a 3 or 4x on your product costs. So for example, if your cost of goods is 15, your selling price should be at least, $49.95. That's pretty good. I mean, we've scaled products in this range. So, that's pretty solid. And by the way, this is a free calculator. You can use this for free and shop at shopeelab.ai, 100% free. So make sure you go check it out. I use this a lot because then you can, let's say these are your metrics, and let's say you're getting a 3 ROAS, you'll be at 33% profit margins. So yeah, a lot of people think e-commerce is a low margin business inherently, but that's actually not necessarily the case. The reason it is because people invest a lot of money in scaling, and because of that, that dilutes their margin. But if you wanted to maintain your business at like 100K a month but 30% margins, you can do that. No one's like forcing you to scale your business. It's just that most e-com store owners, they just want to scale, so they dilute their margins on purpose in order to scale. It's kind of interesting. The man who brought us Luke Belmar, too, that's actually true. I kind of did. I was the first person to put him on a podcast. Are you still in contact with him? Yeah, I am. I mean, not really, to be honest. Like, we don't really talk very much at all, but I'm definitely in contact with him. What if my product is on Amazon and they're selling my product for cheaper than what I can afford with ads? I mean, I wouldn't worry about that because you're not. I mean, if you're selling on Amazon, then that's a problem. But if you're not selling on Amazon, then that's fine because, they're not shopping on Amazon. I wouldn't worry about if your product is on Amazon unless you are selling on Amazon primarily, because how you're going to get customers is on Shopify. So, on Shopify, you own the customer experience. Like when somebody lands on your site, sure, some people may go to Amazon and see if they can find it for cheaper, but most people will not do that. They're just going to either buy or leave. Appreciate the advice. How about budget for testing an idea with ads? Like I said, I think I personally don't like spending more than $150 to $200 with no sales, right? Like if you're not getting any sales, you should cut that and go back to the drawing board. You know, that's my opinion. People have different opinions, but that's mine. What's up? What's up? What up, everybody? Welcome in. Oh, 150 in what time frame? I mean, whatever time frame you want, right? Like that's actually a good question, but I would say it's up to you. But it's really up to you. Like I would say maybe 2 or 3 days is reasonable, but it could be one day, right? Like we have Shopee Lab members that test products every day. And you know, they'll cut a product after a day. Yeah, I made around 10K this year with ecom. Do you think it's enough to sell a course? Yeah, why not? I mean, people sell courses that make less than that. So, could you now be on Facebook ads, please? We need to learn more about Meta. I mean, as much as you can. What do you want to know? I mean, Meta's like never been simpler, in my opinion. I think Meta is like extremely simple these days. I think you should really just run one campaign, one ad set, and that's about it, at least to start. So it's never been easier. And yeah, there's so much, like there's so many ways to get inspiration for content as well. So not only is it easier than ever to run, but there's also more inspiration than ever on content that can work, you know. So yeah, it's pretty amazing actually. There is a new platform too that I just saw called Pipit. Actually, I've been talking to their team a little bit, and it's pretty interesting because it's actually CapCut's platform, and it allows you to make static ads and video ads. It's pretty interesting. Thoughts on native mini sales letter? Those work, dude. Native mini sales letters, like for ad copy, works super well, especially with AI images as like the static, because it's like, it's a good scroll stopper. Dude, do you ever have experience with a new custom product that you don't have the validation on it? You know my product. I don't know your product, but yes, I have had experience with that. Maybe I do know your product. I do have experience with that. It's just going to be harder, right? Like it's just going to be harder to test, but that's not to say it's impossible by any means. You're just going to have to post more content. If you're going to run ads, you're going to have to test more ads. My experience with that has been organic. So like posting a lot of organic content, a lot of slideshows. Keep grinding, bro. Hey, what's up, Ecom King? Thanks, man. You too. You too, man. It is grind season, that's for sure. Cool to see you pop in. Dude wants to be Ty Lopez. People making 10 million but don't dare to sell courses, so don't want to destroy reputation if you want to run along. Yeah, I mean, I think you're referring to that guy that said he made 10K and wants to sell a course. Honestly, yeah, like up to you. You can sell a course if you want. You got to remember though, like there's business professors teaching business classes that have never had a business. So, I have nothing against course sellers personally. I think obviously it's just a problem when it's like terrible information, if it's a terrible course. But if it's a great course, there's no problem with that, um, in my opinion. But obviously, people can have their own opinions. But I think, the course world just got plagued with a lot of like lifestyle sellers. And I think that's where I definitely understand the hate and criticism is like when people sell you a lifestyle and then, you buy the product, the course, and it's like trash, then it's like, yeah, you kind of just got scammed. But when it comes to people but like courses themselves are not a bad thing. And you also don't actually have to do the thing to teach a course. I do agree that like, yeah, it's better if somebody's actually doing the thing they teach, but like, yeah, like almost every teacher that teaches anything, they don't do the thing that they teach. Like if you think about it, because that's just how it is. Like in universities, there's people that are teaching business that don't run businesses, or economics teachers that don't do economics. So, but I totally get it though. It's definitely a little backwards. I know it would depend. What return do you expect for a successful product while testing? I mean, I expect at least a few sales, right? Like, I want it to be break even at the beginning at least. So, calculate what your break even return on ad spend would be. For a product that costs 15 and is sold for 50, your break even return on ad spend is going to be 1.49. So you want to be at the very minimum at that break even return on ad spend. But yeah, I really wanted to watch this Neo product, but I might just do it on a video for tomorrow instead. I don't have the time to be like getting clips myself from my stream. Maybe I do, but but yeah. Let's see. If I were to validate a product via dropshipping before starting a brand, what kind of numbers would you consider it validated? I mean, I don't know, maybe like $500 to $1,000 a day, consistently. Then I would say it's pretty valid. I would say that's pretty valid. Let me get rid of some of these. So yeah, like income stuff doesn't offend me, but personally I do like to keep things private. Just, I don't know, a lot of my family watches videos of mine and things like that, and I don't want things to be weird. And like also, accounting related things, like I don't want to say, oh, I make all this money, and then like I look at my accounting and it doesn't reflect that, and then maybe I get in trouble. But average store, anywhere from 4 to 6K a day. Yeah, I want to do more videos on this tool just because I've been testing it a little bit and it's pretty cool. Teething roller, what? Oh wait, that's genius. I guess it numbs. It's for babies. That's pretty genius. Ooh, this is a beautiful bundle right here. Love it. Yeah, this is a very nice lander. AU brands, like Australia has some dope brands. Revolution Race. Oh, I think this is a German store. Germany's always got some big ecom brands, funny enough. I'm going to sell my phone tomorrow because this shit is just a distraction. I feel that. I would say, though, like, just I don't know, don't sleep on TikTok burner accounts. I think TikTok research accounts are really strong. Yeah, it's just a really powerful product research method, I would say. So don't sleep on that. But besides that, totally agree. Phones are super, super distracting. And honestly, they can really wreck your life. It's not just distracting for like productivity, but even in just your day-to-day lives, like your relationships with people. I know for sure, like I'm definitely trying to tone down my screen time a bit. I can be kind of like a chronic phone user, and my excuse is that, like, I get messages from business partners, from, clients, or, students, or just maybe I'm doing research on my phone. But the reality is that, like, I should try to be more present in my life, and not get sucked in by my phone so much. So I'm trying to work on that. And maybe turn Shopify notifications off. I'm kind of addicted to Shopify notifications too, I'm not gonna lie. But personally, I like it because then if something goes wrong with like an ad, then I know, because like I'm not getting notifications. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of silly, but use Google Lens too. It helps to get more organic traffic. Oh, interesting. How come your advice is so unique? I follow a ton of creators and no one else mentions stuff like Teen Drop, Axio, etc. Just genuinely curious on how you find these tools. No, that's a good question. I think, just not to toot my own horn, but like, I don't know, maybe I just do more research. I think I'm kind of like a researcher in a lot of ways. That's kind of my job, is like do a lot of research. And then, obviously we're building stores too, but I kind of like just do a lot of research that then I also hand down to the team that implements the research, whether it be for software, for stores, or myself for making videos. So I think that's probably why I just do more research than the average creator out there. A lot of these creators, they do a lot of research for their own stores, which is really smart. But I just do a lot of research broadly. Like, honestly, even if you just look at my X profile, like, I'm always commenting on really random things that I see, too. Like, for example, this Hurricane Melissa the other day, I was doing a little bit of research on that because it's just interesting to me. So that's probably why I just do a lot more research than your average person. And I'm going to keep doing that because I really think it's valuable. I think a lot of people in the AI world, for example, like, let's see, Meta researcher salaries, AI researcher salaries. So yeah, like, for example, Mark Zuckerberg has offered up to 300 million for like research talent. So obviously this is a totally different field and like type of research, right? Like, it's totally different, but at the same time, it's because information is super valuable and I really value information. So I'm always doing a lot of research. That's probably why you see me recommending these tools. And also, I'm always looking for resources that are better and cheaper. So for example, Team Drop, I was not gonna lie, like, you see other resources here in the free Shopee Lab sourcing section, and like, DS, it's like Zendrop, right? AutoDS. These are the most popular sourcing platforms, but guess what? They're both like $50 to $100 a month to access, right? So I'm like, that's kind of annoying. And then I found Team Drop, and Team Drop is free, so it's like free to use and source. So they really captivated me with that. And then of course I started using it, and it's actually a really clean system. Very, very good. Super organized, easy to use, easy to fulfill orders, easy to package, find any product, etc. So yeah, man, that's kind of how it is. But yeah, this is so crazy. Meta paying $300 million over 4 years. Like, these researchers are literally getting NBA level contracts out here. It's crazy. Super cool, honestly. The nerds are winning. It's like my hands on auto mode always go to IG. That's so true. Me too. Like, it's just so easy to just scroll on your phone, go to TikTok, go to X. For me, it's X. X is like where I browse the most, unfortunately. And again, I kind of excuse it as like, oh, well, I follow smart people. I'm like getting smart content. And to an extent, that's true. On X, I do get fed pretty valuable information. But at the same time, that's just that's just excusing my addiction. Are we able to leverage product reviews from AliExpress for your product website and our ads? Yeah, of course. It's definitely a gray area, I would say. Like, I don't think the FTC would be happy with that. But at the same time, you're a small Shopify store. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble for that. You're mainly gonna get in trouble if you're like a big business faking reviews, which honestly, I'm sure there's plenty of big businesses that fake their reviews anyways. But do things at your own discretion. I think yeah, you're fine if you leverage AliExpress reviews for your product test. That's fine. But yeah, again, do things at your own discretion. Oh, this is my invite code. If you want it, I'll. How do I don't know how I can use the chat. I guess maybe I'll just go here, go to my channel, and just type my own comment. Oh God, I don't want to listen to myself. This is it. Yeah, I agree with all those points and get those researching vibes from you. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's me. I'm always doing research. I'm always reading books, learning. I'm just addicted to learning, to be honest. It's just fun. This is a cool product, though. I'm not going to lie. This has me pretty intrigued. There's app. Yeah, and it comes with an app, apparently. Smartwatch. Wow, it's crazy how cheap some things are in China. Their manufacturing power is pretty unbelievable. And crazy to think how much, brands like Apple are able to, how much of a premium they're able to charge because of their branding and, of course, reputation. What's your take on Luke Bell marketing suit for fraud? Ooh, I mean, that's rough. That's pretty rough. I would say, like, to be fair, we don't know all the sides of the story, right? This is like a partnership feud. Definitely nothing new in the business world. This happens pretty often, actually, when it comes to partnerships. Yeah, like, we don't really know what happened. Obviously, everything. I actually did read the lawsuit. But the thing about a lawsuit is that it's like that's the perspective of the that's not the perspective of the defendant, right? It's like the perspective of the plaintiff. I guess that's the proper word. So when you really find out the truth is in discovery, right? In a lawsuit, there's like a discovery phase, and that's when you really know the truth about some of these things. So to be honest, yeah, we won't know until discovery. But in the meantime, yeah, that's a rough lawsuit, man. I mean, that sucks for both Luke and for Steve Tan. Whatever happened between them definitely sucks for both of them. That's not going to be a fun lawsuit for either of them. Yeah, that's kind of my take. I mean, maybe it's kind of boring, but it's like right now it's there's no discovery. We don't really know the truth of anything. It's just Steve Tan's perspective, and Luke Belmar's not really addressing it, so we don't know. But we'll see. What's better, static ads or video ads these days? I still think video ads are the best, just because you can just pack a lot of information in them, and also they tend to get more engagement. There's more comments usually on video ads and things like that. And getting comments is pretty powerful, especially if you have something like Smart Reply installed on your store. But in general, I think video ads, but hands down, like the easiest thing to launch is static ads, especially with AI. Like you can make so many AI statics. So I do like statics a lot right now. Let's see. Yeah, I want to do more streams where I actually get some work done too. Like right now, I probably could be scripting some ads, or like, yeah, doing different things. Let's see. I'd say this month I've been researching a lot like that, especially for Max. However, I feel like I go too far and deep dive into every post I see instead of executing. Oh yeah, I deal with that a lot, actually. Me too. But what has helped me is that I'm lucky enough to have amazing business partners where, if I learn something or do a deep research on something, I can, share it, and they can help me execute. Like they will execute something. One of our products, for example, from this month that has done really well, I did some research on it. I found it, and I sent it to my partner, and he was like, this is amazing. And then, he was able to kind of execute it. Meanwhile, I've been able to execute other products too. But yeah, I struggle with that too, especially because I do a lot of things. I just have like a lot of business, a lot of ventures, a lot of things in my life. And so it's even a bigger struggle. But you just got to fight through it, man. You just got to fight through it. Start a store, like add a product, like a minimum viable product with that idea, and just kind of push past it. Let's see. I think maybe I skipped a few stores, or sorry, a few comments here. I've been running one product with just COD in one country. I want to start doing dropshipping to other countries with card payments. From which country or market should I start to test? I think the US is the best market. US, Canada, Australia, UK, those are the best markets. But there's plenty of European markets that are great too. It would be cool if they included app or control for wearable tech. Yeah, these do include apps. Like these wearable bracelets, they do include apps. Is this your first live? You got to do more of these. Thank you. No, it's not my first live, but I'm not consistent with them at all. Like the last time I did a live was, let's see, was 2 months ago. Yeah. Hey, it's fine. I was going to say I'm disappointed because like I've been saying for like over a year that I want to stream consistently so that I can make a lot of videos from my streams. I really believe that streaming is one of the best ways to make content because it's so interactive. Like it's like we're making content together. But I've just struggled to do it. Like I've just struggled to find the time, and then I've struggled to find the motivation to go live. But hey, I'm proud of myself. Today I decided enough is enough. I gotta go live. I gotta start farming clips. So I'll be doing this way more, maybe even daily. Maybe even every day. Who knows? Was wondering if you might about some of the books you've found helpful, or if that's something you're planning for a separate video. No, I don't have any video ideas for that in particular, but there's so many books that I find helpful. I'll tell you about the first book actually that kind of got me interested in like pursuing entrepreneurship. It was called The Richest Man in Babylon. And it was like super, it was just short stories basically on like like ancient wisdom on wealth accumulation. And like honestly, at the time, I didn't even really know anything about that at all. But it was written in a really engaging way with like short stories that had really good principles on them. Even things as like, the man who like, keeps puts every bit of earning, every coin he earns, like he saves it in his pouch. Like by the end of a year, he's gonna have like this huge pouch of coins. Like super simple stuff. Like stuff like that kind of ignited. I don't know, just like a interest in wealth building. And more so than wealth building, it's just like freedom. Like I just always loved the idea of being free from a job, free from really anything. So, but other books that have influenced me a lot, I mean, for me, like I've read a lot of biographies, like the Warren Buffett biography really influenced me, the Elon Musk biography. They're both Walter Isaacson books. The Albert Einstein one, I've read like all of the Walter Isaacson biographies, Leonardo da Vinci, Elon Musk, Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs. Actually, Warren Buffett was not a Walter Isaacson book. That was a different biography. It was called The Snowball. Super good. Really, really loved it. So yeah, biographies are very impactful for me. I will say those have been probably some of the most impactful books for me because you kind of get to see like someone's life path and how it turned out, and I find that pretty fascinating. How would you go about starting a clean beauty brand, lean startup? Well, I would find a supplier. So like maybe on Etsy, I could find, let's see, like clean beauty. Maybe I would go to Axio too. Find me, I would just start a new chat. Find me a clean beauty supplier with 1 MOQ. So let's see, 3 MOQ. This is, yeah, so some of these for fast shipping. Okay. So emulsification machines. I mean, yeah, you can do some more research here. And then let's see on Etsy. So some of these, yeah, sometimes on Etsy you can find suppliers, because, and eBay too, actually. I remember one of our clients that we scaled really big, their supplier, they found them on Etsy or on eBay, which is pretty funny. So yeah, I would just find something like this, right? Like a supplier that's, and not invest a lot in inventory. Like just honestly, just invest in samples and then use those samples to make ads and then run those ads. And once you start making sales, then start ordering inventory. Let's see. Could we see a store build using your store builder, please? So the store builder basically uses a template, but it is the same template that we use for a lot of the products that we launch. Streaming is huge, even for ecom. Had a deep dive looking at how it took over China, and some guy in China did 2 billion rev on Taobao in 12 hours. What? That's insane. That's actually wild. That's actually insane. Yeah, well, I think it's just starting in the US, to be honest. But let me show you something cool. So on here, you can actually find, on Team Drop, you can find Taobao products. So if you find that Taobao person, let us know what products sell the best from them, because then we can sell those in the US. Where are you most active? You in any Discord communities? I mean, I have my own Discord communities. That's where I'm most active. So, Shopee Lab community. That's the only Discord community I'm really active in. Besides just Twitter, besides my social media profiles on X, I'm pretty active on X. So if you go on X, you look me up, I'm really active on there. On Twitter, I'm very active. Or sorry, on TikTok, I'm very active. So if you go to my TikTok, you'll see a lot of posts. I posted a lot today. Just had a lot of random things I wanted to talk about, so I posted a lot. And then on Instagram too. On Instagram, I'm posting Instagram stories pretty regularly. Yori, what's the best site to sell a store? Have a 1.5 million gross profit, approximately 1.1 net profit. That's great, dude. I would say there's a site called acquire.com. This is a great one. Acquire.com is really good. Flippa is really good. Shout out to Colombia. But yeah, very nice stream. Over 3,000 people on the wait list for this new supplement. Ooh, interesting. $88. Oh my goodness. So this is a New Zealand brand. Hormone balancing capsules. That's pretty expensive, honestly, for that. But this is certainly a huge market. Hormone balancing. Huge market. So yeah, let's see. Let me watch some video. I want to watch a video. Let's see if we can watch a good one here. Oh yeah, let's look at this one. I guess this is like their take on the 1X robot. Oh wow, no paid ads ever. That's really good. That's pretty appealing to investors for sure. In Nepal, we eat buffalo dry meat. What about selling to dogs buffalo dry meat monthly subscription in UK, and how much budget or a good? That's a good idea. I mean, obviously that's going to be pretty. It's not going to be easy, right? Because like, I don't know the shelf life of the dry meat. I think it's pretty long, but still. And you got to educate the market on that. But that's a good idea. That sounds pretty cool. No, that sounds like a really cool idea. I do want to encourage people to try to like build on these difficult ideas. I know I'm not necessarily building on these difficult ideas for ecom. Oh. I might need to go soon and help out with something. But yeah, let's take a look at this quick. The humanoid robot dystopia arrived early. Let's check it out.
Yesterday, the future finally arrived. For just a mere $20,000, you can now own this friendly humanoid robot named Neo. Yeah.
Honestly, that is pretty crazy. $20,000 for this robot. I mean, that's pretty cheap for a robot, but at the same time, that's like a down payment on a house. That's pretty crazy.
That's Neo like the Matrix, but this one folds your laundry instead of dodging bullets. It stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighs only 66 pounds, and is wrapped in what I could only describe as a cozy sweater onesie. Unfortunately, we're not getting the skin jobs envisioned by Philip K. Dick, but rather knit jobs that come in 3 races: white, gray, or black. Despite its small size, though, it can lift an impressive 154 pounds and carry 55 pounds while walking. But what's even more impressive are its hands. hands. It's dexterity. Like when you pass out drunk on your couch, it can put away your wine glasses and vacuum up all your puke while you sleep because it runs at a whisper quiet 22 decibels. But Neo is only the beginning, and there are dozens of companies with billions of dollars in VC-backed funds trying to get these clankers to make blue-collar workers completely obsolete. In today's video, we'll look inside the brain of Neo and talk about the power players in the upcoming humanoid robot apocalypse.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge e-com niche right here. The humanoid niche is going to be absolutely booming. But at this price point, like, I mean, that's pretty expensive. I think it's only seniors are going to buy this. Like, no young person, unless they're like pretty well off, which most young people are not, are going to be buying this, right? Like, that's so expensive. I'm sure people would rather just pay rent with that money.
Apocalypse. It is October 29th, 2025, and you're watching The Code Report. My chambermaid is literally shaking right now because she's worried that Neo is going to take her job. Even though the $20,000 price tag is out of reach for most people, you can actually rent to own your own robot slave for just $500 per month. Because who wouldn't want a cloud-connected device that can watch and listen to your family all day while it slowly picks up your kids' Legos and gives them mental health advice through its embedded LLM and voice model?
Neo lives with you in your physical space and has the ability to see, hear, and remember things about your surrounding environment.
I really don't see any privacy concerns here at all. But now let's look under the hood, or under the skull, of this monstrosity. It's running NVIDIA's Jetson Thor hardware, which is the secret sauce behind all of these clankers you're about to see rolling off of assembly lines. Jetson Thor is a compute stack that contains a 2,560 core GPU designed to be embedded in robots for AI edge computing. The hardware also ingests high-speed...
You also got to remember, this is the very beginning of this trend, right? Like, this is the first commercially sold robot. They're only going to get better from here.
Sensor data has a camera offload engine, a holoscan sensor bridge, and provides base software like Groot foundational models that actually control robot movement. Groot is an open model, by the way, and you can use it to build your own Tin Man. Tons of these robotics companies are already running on Jetson Thor, like Boston Dynamics, Figure, Amazon Robotics, just to name a few. And that's partly why
Amazon Robotics are so, like, honestly, Amazon probably has the most robots out there, if you think about it. And it's not really looked at as a robotics play.
NVIDIA is about to become the world's first $5 trillion company. But if we take a closer look at Neo, this rust bucket has some serious limitations. First of all, it can't cook, at least not yet, because of the obvious fire hazard. It also can't drive a car, but the biggest limitation is that it can't operate a firearm, so it's virtually useless for personal security. And as a strong advocate for the Second Amendment, I believe all toasters have the right to carry and defend their God-given liberties. But the biggest red flag is that when Neo encounters a task it doesn't know, a 1X expert can remotely pilot your robot or teleoperate it. So congratulations, you just paid $20K for a robot that occasionally needs tech support from a human wearing a VR headset in San Francisco, a job that will of course eventually be outsourced to India. Imagine that.
That's actually so crazy to think about. The back-end economy, customer support economy that's going to arise from these AI robots. Wild. So you guys are saying, not cheap, a Chinese company just released a new smart robot that costs a little bit over $1,200. Send the link to that, or say the name, because that sounds super interesting. I definitely want to check that out. Thanks for the stream, bro. I've been watching the short form plus occasionally the long form for over a year. That's amazing. Shout out to you. I'm going to be doing these a lot more. I still think it's not advanced enough to really replace your time. All these showed was picking up blankets. True. Yeah, like it's impressive, of course. I mean, it's still pretty cool, but yeah, is it gonna change your life? Nah, not at all.
You're making $10 a day, and your job is to teleport into some rich lady's home and teach a robot how to clean her gold-plated toilet. The future is certainly going to be wild, but this future can only become a reality through the power of programmers. And if you want to get in on the humanoid robot gold rush, you'll need a reliable place to host your back end, like Hostinger, the sponsor of today's video. Their virtual private servers give you the power and flexibility to run whatever you want without locking you in to someone else's platform. And for less than $10 per month, you get a respectable 2 CPUs and 8 gigabytes of RAM.
That's pretty cool.
You can see how they have a bunch of operating systems to choose from, or you could just go with a pre-installed template, like this one from Coolify, which lets you easily deploy any framework like Next.js or Astro. If you want freedom from our serverless overlords and a great developer experience, check out Hostinger with the link below. They just started their Black Friday sale, and you can use the code FIRESHIP for an even bigger discount. This has been the Code Report.
Fire video. Really fire video. That's really interesting. A really interesting take. One thing I'm taking away is I actually didn't think about the back end systems that are going to arise from this technology, like the customer support. That's pretty funny. Have you met with Hudson Leogrande, founder of Comfort? No, I haven't, but I do want to hit him up and maybe do like a video for YouTube. That'd be pretty fun. And that guy is an absolute legend. He's the scale king right now of Shopify. Love what he's done with Comfort. And that's one of the things I was talking about earlier is like, you guys asked me, what's the best niche? And I told you, honestly, there's no, like, just start whatever product you want to sell, right? But at the same time, there is one of the top niches is fashion. And one of the reasons Comfort is scaling so fast is because of how big the fashion market is. And same with electronics, I guess that's what this is, right? Ultimately, it's just a electronics niche store. Yeah, I got to check out the Hudson interviews. I actually haven't had the time to, or I have had the time, but I haven't made the time to listen to them. But I want to, and again, that's another reason why I want to stream more, because I want to watch those interviews with you guys, right? I want to farm clips of me watching some of this content out there that I don't have time to watch by myself, or don't make the time to watch by myself, that has a lot of value, and then I can add value to it with my commentary and also questions that you guys ask. So it's like a trifecta of value content. Oh, thanks, man. I do gotta go though. Unfortunately, I wish I could stream longer today, but I'm really happy that I did it, that I actually finally streamed again. So shout out to all you guys that showed up. This will be posted on my channel, so yeah, watch the preview, or not the preview, the recording. Answer your question. What was your question? I didn't see it. I missed it. Maybe type it again one more time. But yeah, I gotta go help my girlfriend with something. But maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I might stream again tomorrow. And hey, any of you guys that are editors out there, start warming up some pages, because we need some clips. We need clips of my streams so we can promote the stream, but also so that we can you can get a recurring affiliate link for ShoppyLab. It's going to be dope. It's a really great software that you can promote and make money with. You don't have to be a TikTok Shop affiliate. You can be a ShoppyLab affiliate and just clip my content. Okay, big question. Yeah, ask me tomorrow. No worries. I'll stream again tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.